That linesman incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now not only did you not get it and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On play action, they'll throw. Caught right side, Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 5. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ja'Marr Chase,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in point.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Burrow on play action.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 49 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
From the 41, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They run it again with Cook. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Kirk now, the return man. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. This is swung out to Eckler. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Burrow on first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 13. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
McCann's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
12.
Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Tyquan Thornton.
69 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Burrow. That's caught by Pitts.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Burrow.
His throw incomplete.
Now when in this situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. To throw, Burrow on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. First throw in overtime now for Burrow.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And a fun, close ball game comes.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo, Porso, photogenic. Hard life.